Hi, I'm Cristin Frank, founder of Eve of Reduction and author of the Do-It-Yourself lifestyle book, Living Simple, Free, and Happy. Today I'm going to walk you through how to make a rag rug out of sheets. When choosing your bed sheets to work from, you may have an old set that's beat and ready for upcycling, or a set that's outdated or uncomfortable. Or maybe you bought an extra set of sheets to match the bed, and now you're going to make a rag rug to coordinate in that bedroom. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is cut about 3 to 4 inches into your sheets. And that should be enough to get you started ripping your sheets into strips. So just go ahead and keep ripping. Once you get one strip, start again. I go in about 1.5 inches, make my incision, and it'll rip. That's the nice thing about bed sheets, they just rip really nice. Then once you get at the end, if you hit an edge, snip it again. So continue to rip your sheets into strips until you have enough material to make whatever size rag rug you want. So once you've ripped your sheets into strips, you're going to want to separate them between short, medium, and long lengths. And once you do that, I've used a safety pin to hold the ends together. And then you'll see you have short, medium, and then long. And the reason we do this is because as we're braiding our sheets, as you get down, you'll have to start introducing new strips into your thing. And you don't want to have them all end at one point, because then it becomes very obvious that that's where there's a breaking point. So you want to have a gradual breaking point. And that's why, so if one ends, then you can put your next strip, start adding that in, and have a smoother transition in your braid. So once you've finished your braid, you're going to start coiling it into what's going to be your rag rug. And this is where you decide the shape of your rug. So if you want it circular, just start coiling into a circle. If you're thinking you want something more oval shaped, that's when you're going to start to move it to be more of an elongated coil. And you could even make it heart-shaped if you wanted, but now is the point right at the start to set in motion the actual shape of your finished rug. So once you start to coil, flip it over, and you're going to hand sew the braid to the underside. Don't concern yourself with what color thread you chose. When you flip it over, you won't be able to see the thread at all from the top side of your rug. And then continue to coil that onto itself, stitching as you go. The other thing is, at this point, you may want to also add a grip liner to the bottom of your rag rug, and this will keep it nice in place from sliding around on your floor. So once you've sewn your rag rug, it's going to look something like this. I'm Cristin Frank from Eve of Reduction, and we've just upcycled sheets to make an adorable do-it-yourself rag rug that gives a cozy, shabby chic look to any room.